Welcome to Kingdom Treasures. In the wake of Hurricane Milton, millions of Americans are left grappling with unprecedented destruction. Homes reduced to rubble, communities torn apart, and lives forever changed. This catastrophic event has left many wondering, are we witnessing the fulfillment of ancient prophecies? Could Hurricane Milton be more than just a natural disaster, but a sign of the end times as foretold in the book of Revelation? Hurricane Milton wasn't just another storm. With sustained winds exceeding 155 mph, it carved a path of destruction, unlike anything we've seen in recent memory. But Milton isn't an isolated incident. It follows in the wake of other monster storms like Hurricane Ian in 2022 and Hurricane Lee in 2023. Meteorologists and climate scientists have been warning us for years about the increasing frequency and intensity of these catastrophic events. But what if there's more to this story than just changing weather patterns? What if these disasters are part of a greater divine plan? To understand the potential biblical significance of Hurricane Milton, we need to turn to the book of Revelation. Written by the Apostle John, this prophetic text warns of increasing natural disasters as harbingers of the end times. In Revelation 8, we find the prophecy of the 7 trumpets. As each trumpet sounds, a new disaster befalls the earth. The first 4 trumpets specifically describe calamities affecting nature, including great hail and fire, a mountain burning with fire being thrown into the sea, and the darkening of the sun, moon, and stars. While Hurricane Milton isn't explicitly mentioned in Revelation, the scale of its destruction eerily echoes the catastrophes described in these ancient texts. The chaos, the displacement, the sheer power of nature unleashed. All of these align with John's visions of the end times. But it's not just in Revelation that we find warnings of natural disasters. Jesus himself spoke of these events. In Matthew 24:78 he says, Jesus describes these disasters as the beginning of sorrows, a prelude to greater tribulations to come. And in Luke 21:25, he speaks specifically of disturbances in the seas. The roaring seas Jesus mentions could very well be describing the kinds of hurricanes we're seeing today. The panic and devastation caused by Hurricane Milton certainly align with this prophecy of distress and perplexity among the nations. The data is clear. We're seeing a marked increase in the frequency and intensity of powerful hurricanes. But it's not just hurricanes. Earthquakes, tsunamis, wildfires, all seem to be occurring with greater regularity and ferocity. This aligns perfectly with the biblical narrative of the last days. As we read in Matthew 24:8, these disasters are described as birth pains. Just as contractions increase in frequency and intensity before a birth, these natural calamities are expected to escalate. As we approach the end times, the aftermath of Hurricane Milton has laid bare our vulnerability as a species. Hundreds of thousands displaced, entire communities wiped off the map, the basic infrastructure of society crumbling in the face of nature's fury. This suffering resonates with a passage from Romans 8:22-23. The Apostle Paul describes all of creation as groaning, eagerly awaiting redemption. Could the increasing natural disasters we're witnessing be part of this cosmic longing for renewal? These events serve as a stark reminder of our fragility. Despite our technological advancements, we remain at the mercy of forces far greater than ourselves. In the face of a storm like Milton, our most advanced cities can be reduced to rubble in a matter of hours. As we grapple with the devastation of Hurricane Milton, we're forced to confront some challenging questions. If God is all-powerful and all-loving, why does he allow such destruction? Are these disasters random occurrences, or do they serve a greater purpose? The Bible consistently portrays God as sovereign over nature. From calming storms to parting seas, we see a deity intimately involved with the natural world. This raises the possibility that events like Hurricane Milton might serve as warnings or wake-up calls, urging us to reflect on our spiritual condition and our relationship with the divine. Yet, this is a delicate topic. We must be careful not to simplistically label every natural disaster as a direct punishment from God. Instead, we should view these events through the lens of a fallen world groaning for redemption, as described in Romans. In light of these events and their potential prophetic significance, how should we respond? The key lies in spiritual preparedness. Just as we prepare our homes and communities for natural disasters, we must also prepare our souls for the possibility of living in the last days. This means strengthening our faith, deepening our understanding of Scripture, and fostering resilient spiritual communities. It means living each day with the awareness that it could be our last, not in fear, but in purposeful dedication to what truly matters. Practical steps might include regular study of Scripture, particularly prophetic texts, cultivating a robust prayer life, strengthening bonds within your faith community, living out your faith through acts of service and compassion. Most importantly, these events should prompt us to reflect on our own spiritual state. Are we ready to face our Creator? Have we aligned our lives with His will? As we've explored today, the devastation wrought by Hurricane Milton bears striking similarities to the natural disasters prophesied in the Bible as signs of the end times. From the warnings in Revelation to Jesus' own words, we see a pattern emerging that's hard to ignore. While we can't predict with certainty whether we're living in the last days, the increasing frequency and intensity of natural disasters like Milton certainly demand our attention. They serve as a powerful reminder of our vulnerability and the need for spiritual readiness. So what should we do with this information? First, stay informed. Keep abreast of world events and continue to study Scripture. Second, be prepared. Not just physically for natural disasters, but spiritually for whatever may come. And finally, focus on spiritual growth. Deepen your relationship with God and live each day with purpose and compassion. Remember, even in the darkest storms, there is hope. If these are indeed the last days, they're not just an ending, but a beginning, the dawn of a new era promised in Scripture. So let us face whatever comes with faith, resilience, and an unwavering trust in the one who holds all things in His hands. As we close, I encourage you to reflect on your own life. Are you ready? Not just for the next hurricane, but for eternity. Let the events we've discussed today be a catalyst for positive change in your life. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Hurricane Milton and its potential prophetic significance. Until next time, stay safe, stay faithful, and keep watching the signs of the times. Thank you for watching Kingdom Treasures.